right, what's up, everybody? Episode 63 of Video Rot. I just want to remind everybody, check out the scroll at the bottom. We're streaming every Wednesday, typically 8 p.m. Central Time. You guys can catch us live then. If you can't, no big deal. We'll post the video as the new episode the following week. We got Blaine in the chat. We got Silhouette just got here. We just started, brother, so you're good to go. So welcome. Last week, if you didn't catch it already, it's posted for everybody. Zach was on board, so was Mac, and we basically talked all about Corey Feldman, and then we watched his whole Riot Fest performance in Chicago.
Mac seemed pretty bored.
Mac ain't a true one. He ain't a true one.
He's not a feld dog.
If it ain't about fucking critters, man, he ain't down with it. If it ain't about critters or what is it?
Chucky?
No, demonic toys. Not demonic toys.
Oh.
What's the one he likes? Puppet Master.
Puppet Master, yeah. Full Moon. Yeah.
It's so funny, dude. Like the C grade tier horror is his A tier. He just loves.
That's all right. I mean, I can get that.
Fucking
some people like
these critters and no, but anyway, so today didn't really have. I like the idea of mixing up the shows. Like sometimes it's pre-planned. Like last week, the Corey Feld dog thing was planned. Every now and again we might do a tier list. But these in-between things, I kind of like just riffing. Like I have a couple of topics I'll bring up, and we'll just see where it goes. I kind of have fun doing that instead of like stressing so hard about it. Now, technically, this is Todd's week for. Did you get any segments?
Yeah, I have. I don't have Choose Your Destiny, but I have the other ones.
All right, so he gets a pass because I didn't have Choose Your Destiny last week either. And I knew that's what he was fucking doing. I was hoping he was going to be the bigger man and just pick it back up. But we'll start fresh next week, and we're going to have both.
I have Neymar Kino. So.
Okay. But next week, I'm going to have both of them, and then Todd's going to have both of them. Sad news, guys. Silhouette. Henry Kissinger passed away. I'm sorry to hear about that. No, really quick, before we get into just normal stuff, have you taken part in any of these sales? Because I did buy it a little bit. I did. I jumped on the Kino sale because they have
Kino sale. When was the Kino sale?
The cyber sale. It went live a day or two ago. I don't know.
Oh, so is it still going?
I maybe
because I like Kino sales. I could justify doing Kino.
Yeah, because they have like $5.99 to $9.99. They got let me see. Hold on. What is it? What is it they had that shit, man. I'm going to pull up my order right now, actually. Yeah, because I didn't let me see what I got. All right. Yeah, so they're the only people that have the wildlife. And I've been trying to fucking watch that dang movie.
The Wildlife? What's that?
The Wildlife is like the unofficial sequel to Fast Times. It was also written and done by Cameron Crowe.
Yeah. Okay. I've never seen that. Is that good?
Yeah. I don't know. I've always wanted to watch it. It stars Eric Stoltz.
Yeah, I know you're talking about
Leah Thompson and a bunch of 80s people. And like I said, it was written by Cameron Crowe as well. And it's nowhere to be found. You can't rent it. You can't buy it digitally. It's just one of those movies and then Kino recently put it out physically, but it's still not available anywhere else. So I've been wanting to buy it, but I didn't want to pay like dumb money for it. So I got it for $9.99.
That's good.
I just been dying to watch it. I've been dying to fucking see it. And I've always wanted to see it too as a Van Halen fan because it came out, was it 1985? 84, 85? I think a couple years after Fast Times, 85. And so Eddie Van Halen did the soundtrack for it. So he did the film score. So it's like I've always wanted to listen to that. And apparently a lot of the stuff that's in the score of that film ended up on the next Van Halen album, which was the Van Hagar debut, right? It was 5150. So I've always just wanted to hear it. Yeah, Blaine, Chris Penn's in it as well. So yeah, so I got excited to do that. And I have just been on a oh, what else did I get? Yeah, I picked up a couple. I picked up Blind Fury too, because that's a fun movie. Rutger Hauer as a fucking blind white samurai.
Oh, they have the Best of Times on here. I'll have to pick that up.
So this kind of will get into what I want to talk about later in a minute, but a couple of other things. So I've been going through a massive Charles Bronson kick.
Mm-hmm.
I just got bit by the Bronson bug
Oh, you
again.
will, man. Yeah,
No.
absolutely.
The thing is he has so many damn movies. I'm never gonna watch every fucking Charles Bronson movie there ever between the classic westerns and obviously the vigilante shit and just he's been in so much stuff from the 50s all the way until his death. So I just kind of chip away, and I'll get into it. But I started rewatching the Death Wish series,
Mm-hmm.
and
They're all great.
I just binge watched them. I
Mm-hmm.
just and I finally watched my 4K Kino because I hadn't opened that one yet, and because ended up streaming like the later ones are all available on Max and stuff. I think
4
they're
and
all
5.
available. No, two, 3, 4, and 5 are all on Max.
Okay.
Maybe even the first one. You know what? No, 1 through 4 is on Max,
Mm-hmm.
but 5 I watched elsewhere. But anyway, I already own the first one, and I as part of somebody's sale, I think it was deep discount. They had the 4K of 2.
Yeah, I have
So,
that. Yeah.
so I went ahead and got that. It's not gonna have a slip, I doubt. Do you have a slip for it?
Yeah, I think that's a Vinegar Syndrome one. Yeah, I think I
Yeah,
got that.
yeah, it's vinegar. I don't
Yeah.
obviously like I'm not gonna get a slip cover, which sucks. And I hate how they're all Kino except for the second one. This is where we get this is where we have the yeah, this is where we have the problem with organizing our collections by a distributor because 1, 3, 4, and 5 are Kino and 2 is vinegar. So what do you do? Do you make exceptions?
Yeah,
Or
I would have to.
so what do you do now? You have to have the first one, right? At least.
Yeah, yeah, I have the first one. The
Do you
first
have them next to each other, or do you put them in their respective?
I don't have 4 and 5 yet. Those are Kino. And I was seeing if they're going to go on sale this sale, so I didn't know if they were or not because they
Uh,
just came out like 2 months ago, I think.
what was I gonna? But you have the first two at least. How do you order those? Because they're still vinegar.
They're separate.
Yeah. So
But if I get all 5 of them, it'll be different.
yeah, that part of ordering shit really fucking annoys me. Who the fuck put out 3 again? Is that not?
Ronin, I think. Ronin Flakes.
Yeah, I think you're right. Anyway, so on that note, as part of the Kino sale, 4 and 5 was also on sale, so I got
Oh,
those.
it is. I'll have to
Yep,
get that.
they're 10.99 a piece.
Okay, that's what I was waiting for.
Yeah, and they do have the slips and everything, so it's great. So I officially have all of them now.
Hmm.
So anyway, I've been going down the rabbit hole and watching more stuff. Like I watched a couple that I'd never seen that I've always wanted to see. Like I've always wanted to watch Hard Times because it's been on record by Jean-Claude Van Damme and his creative partner for the early years. The guy that played Tong Po was like his creative partner and the choreography, guy. They straight up said Lionheart was their own version of Hard Times.
Hmm. Yeah.
And I watched it the other night. I'm like, yeah, okay, it is. It's not exactly the same. Like Hard Times takes place during the Depression, but it's the same. A guy needs money, and he does street fights for cash. And there's a there's more story to Lionheart actually, with like the Leon and his brother and him fighting to take care. There's more of that shit. But have you seen Hard Times?
Is the beginning of that movie? He's like working on like a watermelon farm or something in the beginning.
That no, you're thinking.
The
Is that
mechanic.
Mr. Majestic?
Yeah, I think that's Mr. Majestic.
I think it's Mr. Majestic.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause he's got so many movies, and admittedly, he plays like the same fucking
Yeah,
character.
yeah.
It's like during the Western era, it was Western Charles Bronson, and then pretty much I know that Death Wish 1 was like in what 74 or
Yeah.
something like that. Okay, but pretty much from the 80s onwards, he just pretty much did vigilante roles. Every movie he was doing was basically Death Wish, even if it wasn't called Death Wish.
Yeah.
The Messenger was Death Wish. All these movies were fucking Death Wish, which is fine with me. But he had a
Mechanic.
couple. Huh?
He did that. He did the mechanic too, I think.
Yeah, he did the mechanic as well. Oh, I bought that too. I got a
Okay.
copy of that. And
Yeah.
who did I get that from? That wasn't Kino. I got that somebody else having a sale. So I bought a few.
MVD, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. I got that on, and that was cheap. I think I got that for like $5.99.
Hmm.
And I missed out on Mikey again 2 years in
Mm.
a row. and I had it in my cart, and then it was sold out. I'm like, God dang it, 2 years in a row. And I don't know why I want that shitty movie so
They
much.
only have it once a year, that MVD. I didn't get anything in the MVD seal because
Yeah,
I'm like you. I'm kind of waiting for those Jean Claudes to hit 4K because they will. Because Hard Target looks so good, man.
yeah, but do we know they're gonna hit 4K?
I don't know. I would think so.
Let me see. Yeah, the MVD stuff was real cheap. I got the mechanic from them for $5. I got this movie I'd never seen called Split Second, Rutger Hauer. It looks awesome because I like 80s Rutger Hauer. Like I
I
said,
have I have Split Second. Yeah,
is it good?
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, where'd you get it? Just blind bought it from like the sale last
I
year?
think I got it from the sale last year. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Get to watch your movies, Todd. Yeah, I went ahead and just got Double Impact. Oh, that's who I got Death Wish 3 from. Death Wish 3 was only $6.
Yeah.
So it's like fuck. And I went ahead and got Death Warrant. Yeah, so I spent a few bucks. And then I got Sukiyaki Western Django, which is Takashi Miike. And yeah, I mean, $5 or $6, dude, you couldn't beat it. I'm like, fuck it, man. I've been on a big movie kick lately because I'm not. Sometimes I just get out of it and I'm doing other stuff, but I've been enjoying having a ball watching a new flick or two every single night. So I'm definitely going through it, and probably that's come out of me getting some new storage and display. So now I can see all my. I don't know. I see all my movies so pretty in my room, makes me want to watch them, dude. There's something about it.
Oh,
You know,
absolutely.
and I still have like non-boutique label fucking movies I don't have space for that are in my closet. And case in point, I forget they're there. There's good movies up there. I just never watch them because
I find myself buying the same film that I already own sometimes, which pisses me off.
what? Yeah, that's a problem.
Well, do you ever do that? Like, oh, this is on sale. I need to pick this up. Oh, I already have it.
I don't know if I've done that. Um, you know what I've done that at? I've done that back when I used to buy a lot of used CDs at like the
Oh,
used
okay.
CD places. I get them for like $3 and that or Goodwill. Like, damn it, I've already got this copy of Enya Shepherd Moons. You know, I went down this deep dive on this Reddit where it's like just a Goodwill Reddit where everybody's obsessed over why do all the Goodwills have all the same CDs over nationwide? Like, what is it? They all have like Enya Shepherd Moons. They all have what does you always see too? You always see the same shit over and over. Um,
Day Without Rain.
do you see that one too? But you see like Braveheart soundtrack. There's just like there's a handful of CDs that are just flooded in the Goodwills, and it's always the same stuff, and it's the weirdest phenomenon I've ever seen. Because I mean, I get it. Maybe you could argue, well, Slayer fans are like more hardcore about collecting. They're not just gonna trade in their. I get it, but wouldn't you see more commercial CDs? When you see
Yeah.
big like, when you see more of these like disposable fucking pop stuff, but it's like the same stuff. You always see Josh Groban closer, dude. Like Josh
Everywhere. Josh Groban is in every Goodwill.
it's the same. It's the same. Anyway, I knew I wasn't crazy, and I went down the rabbit hole of Reddit. Everybody's showing pictures, and it's just like, what? We got to get to the bottom of this type of thing, and it's really fascinating. Like, why is everybody taking these CDs in particular? Um, and I know there's a whole bunch I can't think of right now, but there's a bunch of this the same stuff you see over and over and over again. It's kind of like VHSs and speed. You know, I don't know what it is.
Speaking of that, I got kind of a cool story I'll talk about real quick. So here, let me grab it. So I was going through my collection a few months ago and pulled out. So I have that Dawn of the Dead, my first ever VHS physical media I ever purchased. And I also had a sealed copy. So I know a lot of VHS fans don't like when stuff gets like VHSs get graded, but I get mine graded. It sounds stupid, but it's a cool display piece.
So did you have to send it off?
I sent it off.
Okay, so show it to me. How much did it cost to get it graded?
$30.
Oh my gosh. All right. So what was it graded as?
An 8.5, which is a mint case, and a seal at 8. So
nice.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry. That's the first one.
This is the one this is my OG one. And I had an extra copy, a sealed one that I never opened.
Oh, gotcha. So what could you?
I got the sealed one graded.
That's the only reason why people grade anything.
I'm keeping it as a display piece. I'll give it to my kids someday. Say, here you
Okay,
go.
but how much do you? But surely you've priced it. It's like Joe Dirt. I'd never think about selling it.
I can get like $100 for it. Like it's not that. It's more sentimental to me because it was the first thing I ever purchased.
If you could go back in time, why didn't you have George Romero sign that? Why didn't you send that to me and I could have had George Romero sign that?
I should have.
Is
I
that
should have.
if you could have thought big picture,
Yes,
grading it, and I mean, obviously, you might have had him open it or maybe just sign the plastic.
I
If
would.
you're
I would
gonna
have
do
him sign the plastic. Absolutely, right on the top of the head, and then yeah.
nice.
But I don't know. I think it looks cool. It looks cool sitting in my on my bookshelf here. So I like it.
It
Like
does look cool.
my brother gets all his like baseball cards and shit graded, and he's like, "Why don't you just get that graded?" And I'm like, "Man, might as well." But then like, got these. So VHS collectors are like vinyl collectors, where like they're so fucking annoying. They're elitists, and
Yeah.
they hate everything like graded and shit. I think graded looks fucking cool. Like it looks nice, a nice display piece. You know, I'm not gonna get more shit graded, but this one, absolutely, I wanted graded. So I
God,
think it's cool.
I can see how an outsider would say the vinyl thing and the VHS thing is really no different, but I just don't get the VHS thing and the people that are like, "Oh God, it's not superior." Like
No,
vinyl, I get it. It's just eye of the beholder type of thing. But how could you really tell me that you prefer a shitty VHS? I just don't get it. I don't get it.
well, a lot of these people didn't even grow up with VHS. I mean, they're like in their 20s.
Yeah.
It's like, why
So
do you give
maybe
a
there's
shit
an
about
appeal
VHS?
there. Maybe there's an appeal there. I just have all the vivid memories of rewinding rental
We
tapes.
all hated VHS growing up when we were, when we
You
had
know,
them. They
and
suck.
you had a shitty VCR that would eat your tape and you'd be crumpled up. And then like for life, it's like whenever you got to the crumpled piece of the tape, if you were rewatching it, it would like fuck up your video a little bit. I mean, in the tracking,
You'd have to tape them together if it got ripped or whatever. Put a piece of masking tape on them to tape them together.
what did that look like whenever you got to the point where there was a piece of scotch tape in the film? Did it just go right over it?
Yeah, I went over it for me.
Well, hey, really quick, Silhouette say, yeah, thanks, man, for the super chat. I apologize. We were getting into a rhythm there, but he said Home Alone 1 through 4 plus reboot commentaries in December. Yeah, I think we got to do something with Zach. We got to do some commentaries. And I think if we did do Home Alone, I think, didn't we talk about that last week? It got butchered. And it was like pre video. So I think we just need to redo that stuff. Yeah, I think it's a great idea. And maybe I'll suggest that to Zach, actually. Let's see. Schizophreniac looks good on VHS, Beta Boy, and it's worth $500. Is it really? Blaine only collects clamshell. I think I have a clamshell. I think I have the Manhunter clamshell. I think that's the only clamshell I have. I happen to just have some VHS because that last time I went to the convention in like Kansas City, I had bought some VHSs and Todd ended up selling everything and I only brought a few and I think I sold a couple. I sold like Evil Dead. I had like a mint Evil Dead and I don't know, but I took home a couple things.
Yeah, because I bought like a box of VHS from some guy for like $10, and there were like 500 VHS. I turned around and sold them at the convention for $1 piece. So yeah, it was nice. We sold a lot of VHS, dude.
Yeah, that brought everybody to the table, and you had tons.
Yeah.
And I don't remember. I don't remember everything that I had. I didn't have like a lot or anything, but I know I in my closet here. Not that I still have copies of. I have Aliens. I have a copy of T2, like everybody probably does. I've got a copy of The Messenger, Charles Bronson. I've got, like I said, a clamshell, a Manhunter. I mean, I will. Clamshell, a Manhunter. I think I sold my copies of like Fly 2, Psycho 2. I don't know. The Max Show on VHS. What's that? Dogma VHS.
I got these. These are really cool. I still have these. So I have the Porkies. Porkies 2 and 3.
Nice.
And then this is cool.
I've never seen. I don't think I've seen Porky's.
I got the Revenge of the Nerds pack, dude. A booger, dude. I'm Mount Rushmore. I love Revenge of the Nerds. All 4 of them. I love them, dude.
Let me see what I got in that closet. Now you keep talking. It's just right here.
Yeah, I don't have like valuable VHS and stuff like that. I didn't want to go down that rabbit hole. I still have a CRT TV where I I do watch VHS occasionally, but I have my staples like the Romero VHS tapes. I keep just a handful of stuff. If I come across something that looks cool, I'll check it out. If it's like $1 or something, but other than that, like I still buy DVDs, I buy VHS, I buy Blu-ray, of course, and 4K. So the least I buy is probably VHS and DVD. But I don't know. I have a Panasonic Omnivision VHS player from 1985. I have a Sharp TV from 1985. I have a lot of Panasonic equipment because I love Panasonic. So
Todd got put in the doghouse for a second because he got that new Panny 4K player.
I had to because it was so cheap, man.
Well, I told myself no because I'm not really spending any money, and it's like, do I really need it right now? No, like I said, I get it. You're future proofing. I'll just have to roll the dice, see if I can get it later. Because if I had to spend any money, I needed to upgrade my PC just for the stuff I'm doing right now with this film. And actually, you might see some. Oh, it's actually kind of covered up, but there's a bunch of boxes back here. See that little black box?
Yeah.
My brother, he bought me an early Christmas present. He bought me a new graphics card.
Oh, nice.
Which is the most expensive part of the upgrade.
Yep.
He bought me a really nice one. Like it's like I could destroy my PS5.
Nice.
But I'm not a gamer though.
Yeah.
I'm going to use it for rendering and all kinds of other stuff. So that was really awesome. I mean, it was a Black Friday deal, and it was $500, and it was normally a lot more. And he just bought it for me, so I was blown away by that. But I I had to jump on some software sales, like with this music thing. Anybody that knows about that stuff, I like Arturia, and they had their V Collection 9 on sale. It's normally like $500 or $600. I got it for $2. I couldn't fucking. It's only once a year that the shit gets slashed, and I'm like, fuck. I know I'm gonna want to use that in the next couple of months, so I got that. But here's the VHSs that I have. I already mentioned this Messenger
of Death. I think you bought that from me.
I didn't buy shit from anybody. Did I buy it? I didn't buy any VHS.
Maybe I gave them to you, but yeah, I had that when I was selling.
Maybe you did. I don't. I kind of. You sure you? I kind of remember picking this up at a Goodwill.
Oh, maybe you did, but I didn't remember having that.
I remember seeing this at a Goodwill, thinking it was kind of a interesting find at a Goodwill because it wasn't Speed or Twister. I Live and Dead.
Yep, I have that one too. Yeah.
These are all great cases too, by the way.
Yeah.
That you see this a lot.
Oh yeah.
You know, you see this.
Wasn't that a double?
It is. Do I just have one of them, dude? Let me see. Or did they actually end up somehow condensing it?
Maybe that's like a slow play VHS or.
Let me see. Because the double one didn't have two separate. It had one big fat box.
Yeah. It's like the Titanic box, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like the Titanic box. Yeah, this is 3 hours and 15 minutes.
Okay.
So yeah, it's all on one tape. Okay. Kiss me, fat boy. And then I still have the Goodwill sticker on here. TMNT. $49.99. I this one I should put this on display, dude, because I love TMNT.
Put it next to your turtles.
It's my childhood, dude. I love this damn cover in this movie. I gotta take this Goodwill sticker off without screwing it up. All right. Yeah, I have a copy of Aliens. It's a little roughed up, little scuffed.
Yeah, the Fox. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The Fox one. I don't know why James Cameron and everybody's fucking up those covers on the True Lies.
Terrible.
The Aliens fork. The Aliens is really bad. Like, dude, what are you doing? First of all, these covers were fine. Mm-hmm. Like, what's wrong with the original True Lies cover? Like, what is wrong with it? Like, why do you have to? I don't know. And the Aliens, just it being like Ripley and Newt, and it's just it doesn't sell the movie nearly as well. I mean, I would have rather them just had the logo, honestly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And if you didn't want to do the logo, they've had there's other alternate Aliens posters that were around that would make way better covers. I just don't understand it. I don't want to. I hate that I'm going to have to own that. I think every Aliens movie should have an alien on the front. That's just me. I don't want to see like the people and no aliens. It looks so dumb. OG Hellraiser, pristine as well. I love that movie. Like some of these are maybe this is why I didn't I haven't pitched these because these are all movies I like. I don't really. I'm never gonna watch them. Total Recall, of course.
Oh, that's cool. Is that like a hologram slip?
No, it's just it's just the classic cover. It's all like
Oh,
shiny.
glossy. Oh, that's cool. I like that.
It's kind of a yeah, it's that hologram effect. It's not a hologram, but it's that that shiny that effect. I mean, this is pretty common though, is it not?
Yeah, I'm sure it is, but I thought it was cool looking.
Oh yeah, so Terminator 1.
Mm.
Yeah, all these are in great condition. I guess nobody wanted to buy them at the con. I don't know. I mean, they're probably not like uncommon. You got this. You gave this to me. I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Right. The live facelift.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is cool, man. And this is neat because it was only ever on VHS.
Yeah, I don't remember where I got that from.
I don't know, but yeah, this was only ever on VHS, so it's kind of neat. I'm sure it's on YouTube ripped, but this is pretty neat. So I feel like I'm never gonna really watch this honestly, but I feel like I should put it on display.
Yeah, I gave Pat for his birthday one year the Cowboys from Hell Pantera VHS.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, it wasn't. Yeah, I think it might have been.
God, this has a little bit of damage on it. I didn't realize it. I can't tell if that's the box. Can't tell if that's the box torn or if that's like a piece of something stuck on it. That white piece.
They even put a parental advisory sticker on the VHS, dude.
I think that's a sticker, dude. I'm gonna take that off. I don't think that's the case broken. Oh shit, no, it was the case. I just tore it.
Oh jeez.
Fuck. I don't know, dude. I can't tell. Anyway, that's not good podcasting. Let me move on. But that's really cool. I feel like I gotta put that on display. T2 Judgment Day. Don't leave home without it. T2 Judgment Day is the same like gloss that effect. Same thing as Total Recall.
Yeah, it looks cool.
It's the same shiny. It's like, dude, you find those everywhere. And then this one I had to have gotten from you. And I don't remember the context. Were we supposed to like give this away? What the hell was this again? House of Thousand Corpses, dude. Signed. Where did this come from?
Yeah, that you're giving that back to me, aren't you?
I just found it in my collection. I must have had it from it. Who signed this?
Sid Haig signed that because I wanted that signed by Sid Haig.
But we were gonna give it away, and I don't remember whatever happened.
Oh, I think I said I was just gonna keep it, but that's probably and then it ended up with you. How'd that happen?
I don't know. But it's maybe because we went and got it signed and we were gonna give it away, and I probably took it to give it away, and then that shit never happened. I don't know. But it's been a long time since I've even looked at this stuff. And this is there's the Manhunter. So, which believe it or not, I've never actually seen Manhunter.
I don't remember Manhunter.
I need to watch it though. Okay, so let me put this stack of shit back up. No, on that note, you know what I still have in my closet too? Because it makes sense why I would have this. Because I have that fucking Night 90 Tony Todd DVD too, signed. I wasn't even there for that. You got that with Nate. And we were supposed to like give them away. And so that's probably why I have that too. I don't know. I'm guessing, but it's up there. I have a personal copy, and I have that one too, and one of them is signed by Tony Todd. So that has to be the one you got with Nate.
Because that's no, I have the VHS signed. So I got the VHS signed and the DVD signed. And I think you were going to give the DVD away to somebody.
Well, then that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So you can give that away, but send me the Sid Haig one.
Well, you'll just have to come and collect it. Come and collect it.
I'll ship you $3.
Believe me, I don't want this. I don't want this dog shit movie.
I'll take it back, man.
Yeah. Okay. When I see you next, I'll give it back to you. Let me put all the shit back. I'm keeping it safe. Hold on.
Let's go to some chat. I would pay good money to see Rob Zombie's original version of House of Thousand Corpses. Yeah. Yeah, because wasn't that cut a bunch by Lionsgate, I believe? I would too. I don't know if he did even shoot any of that footage. I don't know. Let's see. August Underground. Are you talking about the August Underground movies? Yeah, I never really got into those. I remember Lush, who was on the podcast, was really big into those. We met Fred Vogel, who did all the August Underground. He was really, really nice guy, good guy. But I don't know. Those are a little bit too. I don't know. I'm not really into a lot of the snuff film stuff, like weird stuff like that. So,
it's really frustrating how stuff just vanishes. I swear to you, I can't find that Day of the Dead 2 Contagium anywhere. Contagium anywhere.
Yeah, because I was asking about that last
And
time.
I don't want that piece of shit. I was like, okay, whatever. And I went looking for it, and it's just gone. And the thing is before I moved to Arizona, I I gave away and I traded in all my DVDs because I'm like, I'm not taking all this stuff, but I kept certain DVDs. I kept anything that I didn't have a Blu-ray out. Like I kept Showdown in Little Tokyo, which later got a Blu-ray, but at the time it didn't. I still have that, the flapper. And I kept like the Hellraiser sequels for some damn reason, like Hellseeker. So I'm pretty sure I remember keeping Day of the Dead 2. I'm like, yeah, like why would I give it? I kept everything that was unique and horror related, and I didn't have a. But it's gone. And I was looking for my Ernest Scared Stupid the other day for some reason. I can't find that either. And I know I saw that fairly recently, and it's just not there. And it's worth a good bit. Like those two Ernest movies, Goes to Jail and Scared Stupid, were always worth a pretty penny.
Yeah, if you need to buy me a Christmas present, there you go. Day of the Dead 2 Contagium.
You telling me?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna rebuy the shitty movie I already had and I lost. Like I'm gonna waste my time, dude. My old roommate, the one that was jerking off in his mouth, he gave it to me.
Oh,
like, this is dog shit. He's like,
was that the town of Springfield? Is that what you call it?
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know if it's really jerking off his mouth. It just looked like it. You know, I guess the jury's out on that. We'd have to take him to trial, find the evidence to convict. But no, he gave it to me. He was a huge zombie guy. He's like, yeah, this movie's dog shit. Here, you may have it. And you know, he probably when he wasn't watching Day of the Dead Contagium, he was watching Big Wet Asses 3, dude. Like I remember I saw like the fucking DVD he left in my DVD player, dude, that he was beating off with while I was like at work and stuff. And it was literally like old school, like porno on DVD, like Big Wet Asses 3, you know, old, like, what is this?
Like, oh, that's funny.
I remember pushing play. I'm like, I have to see what this is about, and looking at the menu and stuff. I'm like, God, all right.
I wonder what some of those menus would look. They'd be kind of funny, actually, wouldn't they?
Let me see what was worth blowing one in your mouth there. Let's see. Oh no, the menus are great, and because I'm not gonna go into it, but basically, my dad used to have that smut all over the place, and he would literally leave that shit on overnight, and I would see some of those menus, dude. I'd hear it from my bedroom. Like the fucking because they would
loop on a loop.
Like,
yeah.
It would like and it would always loop at a weird spot. It would just cut and loop again, and it was like some funky porn music, and it'd be like, oh, yeah, it was just like, I don't know. I could recite every moan and oh yeah and fuck me daddy or whatever they were saying, just like I could like Thriller. Like I've heard like those menus so much, dude.
Your mom didn't turn it off, dude?
My mom was probably passed out. But anyway, regardless, Theo Vaughn would be a good Ernest. I guess he would. Okay. I don't think maybe I guess I wouldn't put it past Hollywood. Are we ready to reboot Ernest? Are they ready to like dig into that well?
He would be kind of a good Ernest. Yeah, I could see that.
Silhouette, that is a good point. Aaron's Day of the Dead VHS fell into the missing sock dimension. By the way, wasn't there like a Saturday morning cartoon where there legit was a missing sock dimension? What cartoon am I thinking of? Like back in the days of the real Ghostbusters and TMNT and stuff like that. Like what show am I thinking of where there really was a missing sock dimension? Maybe it was like something like the Many New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh even. But yeah, stuff just disappears and I don't get it, man. I mean,
Rocco, you said.
Was it Rocco? Maybe it was Rocco. Yeah, that's probably what it is. That makes sense. But I'm not gonna find a copy of Day of the Dead 2 stuck in my lint trap, my dryer or whatever, dude. I mean, I don't know. Ren and Stimpy as well. Yeah. But anyway, what else? No, so the only thing I kind of wanted to ask Todd and really kind of just talk about a little bit was since I am on this Bronson kick, really quick before I ask you, have you seen it? You never watched Simpsons growing up, right?
Uh, I did hear about some of the Bronson Simpsons
They
references.
spoofed Bronson like 3 times in The Simpsons. Have you ever watched them?
No.
They're so funny. I grew up like this is how I found out who Charles Bronson was because they skits. Like I never knew who he was when I was like a little kid, and gosh, we'll probably get demonetized when we show The Simpsons, right? That might be bad. I'm not going to show The Simpsons.
We'll get hammered hard for
But
that.
but let me send you it. Can you watch it just yourself and can I get your reaction?
Yeah.
They're real short. They're not long. This one's the funniest one, dude. Hold on. Do you want me to send it? I'll send it on
Messenger.
All right, hold on. I think the most famous one is Bronson, Missouri.
Bronson, Missouri. Yeah, I've seen that one.
But here, this one's hilarious. Watch this. The Charles Bronson on Andy Griffith show.
All right, let's see this.
Yeah, just let's get your reaction with sound. Well, you can hear the sound anyway. I don't want to hear it.
The Andy Griffith show, dude.
I'm going to fix Emmett. Did you ever watch the Andy Griffith show?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
I'm going to fix Emmett. And then there's I'm just gonna show them all to you real quick. Damn it, where the fuck? Okay. And then you can revisit this one really quick. I know you've seen it, but this one's probably the classic one. I love it. Mom, I want some cookies. No dice.
Oh, yeah, I've seen this one.
And there's the Bronson. That's such a it's Bronson, Missouri. I mean, that's such a classic skit.
That's awesome. I love it.
And then the last one this is the last one is when the critic guest starred on The Simpsons back when they were trying to push the critic on Fox.
That was a great show, man. I love that.
It was great. It really was. But anyway, this is when he crossed over very quick. He was doing a review of Death Wish 9.
Still haven't gotten it yet.
Oh, I sent it in the chat here. My bad.
Oh,
no, I'll send it to you. My bad. There you go. Oh, I'm on Facebook and sending him that, and I see Simon Kirk says it's a travesty that Bad Company and Free have not yet been inducted into the Rock Hall of Fame. That is true, man. Bad Company and Free are awesome. What the hell's wrong with them?
I wish I was dead.
I wish I was dead. So we'll let that segue into us ranking the Death Wish movies because I want to it's not worth the tier list. There's only 5 of them, and I just want to get Todd's opinion because I don't know if it's controversial or not, but like, how would you? I'll just say it. I don't feel like there's even a contest. Death Wish 3 is number 1. Todd's probably gonna say number 1. Death Wish 3 is number 1. Mine goes Death Wish 3, 1, 2, 4, 5. I think they're all good. I think they're all pretty consistently fun. But like if I'm splitting hairs, it's definitely 3 is so batshit. It's even though they got like in a way cartoonier. I don't know. It just cranked it up to cartoon levels in 3 in such a great way. I love it, dude. I love the setting. I love the projects, and I love in the third act of that movie. It just turns into fucking Grand Theft Auto, and he's just fucking out of a window with a fucking Stinger missile. Just it's so ridiculous. It's hard not to love, and the pacing's wonderful. And 4 and 5 are total cartoons too, and they're fun. but they don't get that as crazy as 3. 4 is basically Bush's war on drugs, the movie. It's another victim of cocaine.
Yeah, and I'm pretty
You
much
sold
right.
him the drugs. Like,
I'm pretty much right there with you. I would say the first Death Wish is my favorite. Death Wish 3 would be my second favorite. Death Wish 2 would be my third. And 4 and 5,
they're
I
close,
I
but I'll
I,
just
I
go.
almost like 5 better just because it looks so cheap. I don't and there's
Yeah,
something about it I
well,
like.
I was gonna say the thing is, Death Wish 5 has that 90s B movie
Yeah.
stink.
Yeah.
Death Wish 4 has an 80s B movie
Yeah.
stink. I think they're both equally
They're
shitty
good.
looking,
They're
but
both
it's
good
just
movies.
but yeah, there's just something about that 90s B movie look. It was that was his last theatrical release
Mhm.
was part 5, but it looks like a straight to VHS movie. If you would have told me it was straight to VHS, I would have believed you. So no, I know what you're talking about. It kind of looks like a Hallmark movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's got that look. Um but with that said, I think 4 and 5 are pretty close in
Yeah.
quality.
I agree.
I'm just mincing. I don't really. They're both fine. I think the villain in 5 is kind of over the top. I love him.
Oh
I
yeah.
his
Yeah.
racial stuff, dude. Well, that's why I made you head. Oh, just it's some of it's like bad. Like, dude, I can't believe they're putting this stuff in a movie. Oh, is everything okay?
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're only flip flopped on 1 and 3.
Yeah.
I love 1 for what it is. 2 is basically the same damn movie as 1.
Mhm.
You know, 3 kind of reminds me of Nightmare on Elm Street 3. How
Mhm.
1 and 2 were both kind of they kept a similar
Yep.
tone of a certain grittiness and a darkness. Even though two's kind of cheesy with Lawrence Fishburne and it's a
2
little
is dark.
wacky,
Yeah.
but it's pretty dark.
Mhm.
And like just they 1 and 2 are just like, dude, they live in the land where there's a criminal on every corner and they all want to just rape you.
Mhm.
3, they do a little bit of that. Like there's a scene, there's rape in 3 and stuff like that. If I remember correctly, 4 they kind of abandoned the rape, like the rape scenes, But that I don't do well with rape in movies, but I like Death Wish because they don't show you. It's
Yeah.
like I think you can be effective with that stuff and not be too gratuitous about it. So like people get raped in Death Wish, and at most you're gonna see is like a titty, and usually they're comical, like laughing. Ha 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 ha! Ha. It's so stupid. I don't like the David Hess stuff. I don't want to see someone getting brutally raped for fucking 5 minutes. And hold on. Yeah, Jeff Goldblum fucked Bronson's wife in the first one. Yeah. Well, he raped the daughter and he beat up the wife. Right.
Mhm.
The wife
Oh,
dies.
died. Yeah.
She succumbs in the hospital. But dude, these movies pull no punches because his daughter gets raped, but she survived, and then she fucking gets raped and dies again at the beginning of 2. Like she's like coming out of a mental institution. She hasn't talked since the incident, and like literally, they literally, you think somebody like that would get some kind of ease and they would come. No, they just get raped again. And they fucking fall on those spires, dude. It's just she jumps out the window. It's pretty brutal. And I know the original Death Wish got a lot of crap for being quote unquote smutty exploitation and overly violent and sexual. But I think there's a great movie there. I feel it's tame. It's tame by today's standards. I think 2 got a lot of flack because it was a lot like the first one, but it was basically what the first one was being accused of being, where it's like, okay, we're getting a little exploitative in nature here. Because it's like, what are you saying that's new? But I love it.
The
Um,
the thing I like about the first one is you have a New York liberal that travels down to Texas and then comes back a completely different person, which I loved. I thought it was fantastic. It was hysterical, and I just love the whole 1970s New York setting. It looks awesome.
and
Um,
two, they just did the switcheroo and he's in LA. They did the
yeah,
Rush Hour. Rush
yeah,
Hour 2, we're going. Um, and it's so funny, man. And I love their formula, but it's comfort food. Those movies are so comfort because they're always going to be the same. Charles Brunson's got a new chick that's about 40 years younger than him that he wants to marry. And getting close to Charles Bronson basically means you're going to get raped and killed. Because basically he is walking death. Because
mhm.
anybody that gets near Charles Bronson is going to be slain. And just yeah, it's all the same. But I love in the first 3 movies. Well, they all kind of have like, oh, that guy, that guy. So the first one you have Jeff Goldblum, as you mentioned, right? He was one of the assailants. The third one, you have Alex Winter.
Yep.
Alex Winter, dude, it's so great, and he's got lines, and he last one. You obviously have the giggler, dude. He's fucking iconic. I love that guy. The fifth one, I can't remember any faces from the fourth one off the top of my head. The fifth one has that motherfucker from Land of the Dead. Just look at me. He with the Scarface.
Oh yeah.
He's like the guy that's like dressing as a woman and shit to get in the bathroom. It's so silly. Like the stuff in 5, it's not like over the top. Like you notice, it's just as cartoony as 3, but like Charles Bronson's less physical. Like he's not, you know what I mean? He's killing people with a fucking poison cannoli. And and you have people dressing in drag to get in the women's restroom so they can beat the shit out of her face in a mirror. And somehow in movies, when people do that, when they like gang up on someone in a restroom, no one ever walks in.
Yeah.
Like what happened? What would happen if somebody walked into that? It would have been over. Unless you're like the cable guy, take a break, and you give him
$1.
Give $1, whatever it was.
You need it. So since you watched all the Death Wish movies, now you have to watch all the Eastwood movies. The Dirty Harry movies, they're great, man.
Oh, so I had never seen 4 or 5. Those were new to me. Those were new, but I went ahead and I binge watched all of them together. And let me tell you, it's a treat, man. Watching the Death Wish movies all in sequence throughout the week is fun, man. I didn't get burnt out once. I was ready for more Bronson. That's what I'm saying. So like I watched Sean Penn's first directorial debut, which is called The Indian Runner. Because he directed this movie called The Indian Runner in like 91, 92, I don't remember. And then of course he did The Crossing Guard.
Oh.
Then he did The Crossing. He didn't direct Bad Boys.
Okay.
He directed The Crossing Guard with Jack Nicholson after that. And then he did The Pledge with Jack Nicholson. And then he did what's it called? Into the River.
Oh, Into the Wild.
He didn't direct the Mystic River. Anyway, so I watched this one, and he basically wrote a movie inspired by, is it the Bruce Springsteen song, The Highwayman or Highway Patrolman or something like that? Bruce Springsteen has a concept album called Nebraska about a serial killer that's traveling from Nebraska to Wyoming.
Weather, yeah.
Yeah, or whatever. Anyway, so he kind of took inspiration from that one particular song about two brothers on each side of the law. One's a cop, one's a guy, whatever. And I watched it. And I watched it because it has Charles Bronson in it. And it was like 92, so it was later Charles Bronson. And it was interesting because it was him playing a dramatic role. No mustache. And, I think if you would ask people like Siskel and Ebert, they would have said Charles Bronson was on an autopilot for a couple of decades. Like, he doesn't fucking give a shit anymore. What is he doing? Because it is weird. He is kind of a hammy actor, but some of the stuff he did back in the day, he's great. So maybe he did just get comfortable playing those fucking vigilante roles.
He's great in the Westerns, too.
I really enjoyed Death Wish 4 and 5, but Death Wish 5, I don't really think he gives a shit that much.
No.
Some of his line delivery is so fucking like just. It looks like he's running a fucking car, dude. So I get it, but then you watch him in this movie and he plays the father, and it was pretty good. His performance is really good, and it was a drama. Had a lot of deep subtext and blah 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 blah. They fucking show Viggo Mortensen's full frontal cock, dude. That's the second time you see Viggo Mortensen's full frontal cock. You also see it in Eastern Promises, dude, when he's like fucking fighting all those guys in the bathhouse, dude, just dick swinging everywhere.
Remember that?
And then Sean Penn actually shows a live birth. I'm like, what is this pretentious shit? It grossed me out. It legit grossed me out. I was fucking eating and I was watching this shit, and he's fucking a live fucking birth, fucking a baby crowning and coming out. Like, apparently it's supposed to be Patricia Arquette giving birth, but apparently they filmed it in Nebraska, and he got a couple in Nebraska to literally let him film their birth. And I'm like, what is this pretentious art house shit?
Wait till you have kids, man. You'll be up close and personal.
No, I refuse. I refuse to watch that shit, dude.
You have to.
No, I'll be behind. I'll be behind holding the hand. You got this. How's it going, Doc? I'm not going to watch that shit, dude. I'd like to get a boner again in my life, dude.
You're married, dude. You're far from that.
Anyway, hold on. Wait. Hey, Aaron, watch the Rape Man films from Japan. I'll pass. There's like 10 of them. It's like the Punisher, but dot dot dot. Oh, okay. He's just a serial grapist. Sorry. The other thing. Alrighty, that topic's done. Yeah. No. Okay. So there really wasn't much of an argument on the Death Wish, but yeah, I want to watch. There's tons of Bronson stuff I haven't seen, so like I put a whole bunch of my car. A lot of them are streaming on like freebies and shit like that, with ads and stuff. So, Clint Eastwood, you're right. He's another one of those guys that's just got so many damn movies. And it's so funny because like Kino has seemingly put out all of them because they're all.
I hope Kino puts out the Dirty Harry movies. That'd be awesome.
I haven't seen all the Dirty Harry movies. I've just seen the first one.
I've seen all 4 or 5 of them.
I've never seen Deadpool. I've never seen. But no, but Clint Eastwood though, he's got so many movies too where he's got some filler movies. He's got a lot of movies where it looks like, oh, he's playing with the man with no name. It's just like some generic Western. And, I've seen some that were like ho hum. And, he either plays cops or he plays a cowboy. And then I've seen, and I go on Letterboxd. Like, believe me, I was going on Kino and I was trying to get that free shipping, right? So it's like, God, I need to spend like $8 more to get the free shipping.
How much is free shipping?
$50.
Oh, that's not bad.
You got to spend. But anyway, I was like, what do I buy? And I was like, oh, they have all these like Clint Eastwood movies, especially like ones I've never seen. And I'm like, well, they look nice and they'll look nice on the shelf, but how do I know which one to pick? Because I don't there's like the household name Eastwood movies that are a sure bet, and there's the one. And I start going on Letterboxd looking at the ratings, and there's a lot of ho hum ones. I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna waste my $6 or $7, $8 on this. But I ended up making it work. But that's okay. I don't hold it against guys like Bronson or Eastwood that have been around for fucking 60 years, and they just have so much output. And it's like, dude, you're allowed to have some.
Oh, absolutely.
You're allowed to have some stinkers in my book. It's okay. Thunderbolt and Lightfoot, I heard is great, and that was on sale too. I think they had that on 4K, but that was a little higher. I wasn't really trying to spend. It becomes self-defeating if I start like, okay, I just want to get the free shipping. Well, God, I'm gonna get this $20 title. It's like, well, now I just need to get more. So
yeah.
I literally was just cutting it off. But then I saw, what is it? I saw the 80s movie, the Crazy Life or whatever the fuck, the Wild Life or whatever. And I'm like, oh, sweet. I forgot all about that. So, oh, goodness gracious. I didn't know Clint Eastwood played Marvel's Deadpool. Oh,
Deathpool.
Yeah. No, No, it's called Deadpool. The movie. Yeah, that's Jim Carrey's first film.
The Deadpool. Okay, yeah. I remember watching that on TV back in the 90s.
Jim Carrey was in a second Clint Eastwood movie early in his career. Does anybody know the second? Technically, his first role was in Deadpool, and he just played one of the thugs, right? I don't know if he had a line, but he was in a second one. Does anybody know which one it was? He had a cameo, and I believe he was doing stand up.
Crazy?
No, Pink Cadillac.
Oh, Pink Cadillac. Okay,
I'm pretty sure it's Pink Cadillac. Pink Cadillac is he's tasked, Clint Eastwood's tasked to take this pink Cadillac and this girl from like California to Phoenix. I think it's California, but he's got to get her to Phoenix, and they pass through Vegas, and then they're at like one of the fucking clubs in Vegas, and and then Jim Carrey's performing. It's a very early Jim Carrey where he's doing like rubber face and shit like that. Oh, and he's on stage. And Pink Cadillac is one of those movies I'd see everywhere, like the cover of it, and that movie's just okay. He's got a lot of just okay movies. Like Firefox is just kind of it's okay. What's that movie he did with Charlie Sheen? I think I would love it. The Rookie. It's just okay. This buddy cop movie. Raul Julia steals the show on that as the villain, but
what's the one with the monkey he was in?
Oh, Every Which Way But Loose, dude.
Every Which Way But Loose, yeah.
And there's the second one too. There's what is the second one called? I don't remember. I'm Jim Carrey was in Once Bitten. I think Once Bitten would be fun to do a commentary for. I feel like Once Bitten was their answer to Teen Wolf. It's like a vampire Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
Very 80s and the high school kid and everything else. But they used to play that. They used to play it all the time on USA Network, like Up All Night, dude. I watched Once Bitten so many times growing up. A lot of good memories. They used to play Once Bitten, and they'd play like the Toxic Crusader movies or Avengers. Sorry, mixing up the cartoon. And they would play like what else would they play? Revenge of the Nerds, stuff like that. So, but anywho, damn, we've been going a while. Damn, we've been going a long time. We better do your segments, Todd.
All right,
let's do your segments and we'll wind down.
Okay.
It was fun talking some Bronson. I'm on a Bronson kick. I'm probably going to try and find a movie to watch his tonight too.
Absolutely.
Another one. I like it because he rides the line of being like, they're kind of dad movies, right?
Oh, absolutely.
It's like Death Wish is kind of a gritty movie, like it's it's kind of sleazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first two but they're also kind of like dad movies. Like, I could easily see my grandpa watching fucking Death Wish.
Turn your comments off.
All right. Comments are going off until he make wet. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm turning the comments off. Feel free to guess, guys.
Am I ready? All right, Aaron. Name that Kino.
Silence of the Lambs.
No.
I was guessing it was Clarice when she's training and she's in her sweats and she's like running and at the start of the movie. New Jersey State Police Academy. Is it one of the Police Academy movies?
No.
New Jersey. This just reeks of early 90s, whatever this is. New Jersey State Police Academy. Notable films in Jersey. I mean, go ahead and give me another slide. Do you have 3 slides?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, god dang. Who is this fucking guy? Is this Silent Night? That one that no. Christmas. Oh fuck, who is I know this. I know this fucking guy. Shit. Seriously, it's giving me Christmas vibes though. Hold on. Someone's Gosh, man, I know this guy. It's not Christmas. It's not Violent Night or Silent Night. It's not. Oh God, this is supposed to be my number 2.
Yes,
I guess it's a character's face. God, it's really ringing a bell.
It's a main character.
Yeah, I'm trying to really dissect the background here. Trees. Something's hanging from a tree. Is that a branch or a monkey? What the hell is that? Dude, I can't even recognize that guy. I kind of recognize him, but I don't. He kind of looks like that dude who played Billy Elliot, but he also kind of looks like Eric Bana. I can't quite tell who it is.
Let me give you a clue. He's the main villain.
Yeah, no, I got that. I know he's the main villain. Totally a main villain.
Okay.
Fuck. And there was a cop. It's not a Die Hard movie. Oh, fuck. New Jersey. Give me another small hint, please. Tip of my tongue, man.
It's not 90s. It's 2000s.
Yeah, no, I went away from 90s. This showed me this guy. It definitely looks 2000s.
It's a comedy.
Okay, that'll be enough then. Let me see. A comedy. Fuck. New Jersey 2000s comedy. Is this like Stealing Harvard, dude? No. I know I'm gonna fucking kick myself. What is it? I'm hurting my brain because I know that guy's face, dude.
This movie is fucking awful.
Paul Blart. Yeah, that's dude. It was on the tip of my tongue. I've seen it once, but I was recognizing the guy. Like, where do I fucking know this guy?
Yeah, he's the main villain.
Yeah, dude. To be fair, man, anybody that watches Paul Blart more than once has problems. So like, this is kind of hard. You
Well,
these are
well,
these are
I
some
did.
really hard slides
I
for a
did the
fucking.
cop. I did the cop. I did the main villain.
I know, but you know damn well I've never seen this movie more than one time, max. Like who has? God dang, that was tough. I think that's tough. And that actor's in other shit. I know I've seen him in other stuff. Yeah, I
Did
mean, I
anybody
never.
did anybody get it in the chat? Oh,
Let's see.
observer. Yeah, Silhouette got it.
Let me see. I've got the comments open. Yeah, Observe and Report is the Paul Blart knockoff, the Seth Rogen. They both came out at the same time. But
Thomas got it.
Observe and Report is fucking like a black comedy. It's a little too. It's dark, but it's kind of unsettling. It's just a told ya beta booty bottom boy. Hate that movie so much. I love Kevin James, but I don't like most of his films. Knock off Chris Farley. Oh gosh, I got it right in the first try. He's fun.
Yeah,
Damn it, dude.
Thomas and Silhouette got it.
I feel like that was a difficult one because come on, man, how well am I supposed to fucking with those? If you would have showed me the girl, or if you would have showed me a very obvious mall aesthetic, maybe. You showed me a close up of Kevin James's fucking fat ass on his sweatshirt, and you showed me the villain. All right, whatever. No more. Just move on.
It's all right. It'll get easier.
Fucking Paul Blart, dude. You're like, no, it's Paul Blart too. Ugh.
I never saw part. Close your eyes.
The best part about Paul Blart is Survivor in the song, the soundtrack. There's a story in your eyes.
All right. Name that Kino.
Can't hold back. Fucking Napoleon Dynamite. Hold on, I don't know. Is that John Cusack? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. It's not Napoleon Dynamite, is it?
No.
It's not Uncle Rico, is it? I'm just trying to figure out this. Gosh, man. It's kind of hard to tell the era of this film from the color grading, to be honest with you. This could be 80s, this could be 90s. It's really tough. Looking at his clothes, it's also tough. It's not necessarily dating it to any particular period necessarily. Obviously, the house looks older, but that doesn't necessarily mean a lot. This is definitely a shot in the dark. Is it Everybody Wants Some?
No.
Goodness gracious. Some guy in the front of his house. He's on a ladder. I see a bunch of leaves on his roof. Is he cleaning out his gutters?
Yes.
What movie would have a guy cleaning out the gutters? Is this a mafia related movie?
No.
Give me another one.
Okay. Name that Kino.
Oh, Detroit Rock City?
No.
Okay. Thought that was kind of easy. Ooh, but this kind of helps kind of date it a little bit. It's so funny because a movie like Everybody Wants Some would have worked because it's a period like this, and because it kind of looks like Wet Hot American Summer, like that kind of. Is it Wet Hot American Summer?
No.
But it kind of looks like an era where it's like a little bit, from like the 80s or something. God dang.
I can give you a hint if you want a hint.
Yeah, I want to hit.
It's not 80s, it's 2000s.
Well, that's why I said Everybody Wants Some, because it almost looks like a more modern movie trying to be a retro movie.
It's not trying to be retro.
It's not?
No.
Okay, because it almost kind of looked like it was. Dude. It's got to be a comedy then.
Yes.
And you're sure I've seen it?
Yes.
Dude, I'm fucking sucking. Ace Frehley's got some DSLs, dude, in that picture.
Yeah, he does.
I want to slide it right in, dude. I'm just kidding. Maybe. Oh gosh. 2000s. It isn't High Fidelity wasn't. Did that make 2000s? I think that was early 2000s. High Fidelity?
I don't know, but it's not that.
Not a John Cusack movie.
No.
It's not School of Rock, is it? I don't think that first. Gosh, man, I'm fucking bombing here. Fuck. Give me another hint, please.
I can't give you another hint.
Give me one more hint that's not too obvious. Just one more.
This picture is from a pinball machine.
No shit. I got that. That's that. I didn't need that. Yeah, it totally looks. But that's okay. I know. I could tell it's from a pinball machine.
I want to say this came out in the later 2000s. Later 2010s.
Dude, okay, it's a comedy.
Or around maybe maybe 2005, between 2005 and 2010, I'm gonna say.
Dude. Comedy. I don't know.
All right. It's role models.
Role models. Okay. Got it. All right.
See, I thought that second one, I don't know, would kind of fit with the third one.
This is another movie I've seen, but I've seen it like once.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just so these are kind of obscure, but
I've seen these like a million times. I'm sorry, I haven't seen Paul Blart a million times, but
you see Paul Blart a million times?
No, I said I haven't seen that one. I've seen Role Models. Role Models is fucking hysterical.
Yeah, I remember being really funny. I just remember Paul Rudd and I Love You Man. Was that the one where they're like Rush obsessed?
Yeah,
this one they're like Kiss obsessed. They're all these fucking.
Sean William Scott is Kiss obsessed in this.
I can't keep these Paul Rudd vehicles straight, man. He's like the fucking same in all of them. They're all the fucking same. All right, so I got one more. I got to redeem myself. Hopefully, Todd has been. He told me it was going to get easier from there, but in fact, it was just as hard as Paul Blart.
I'll see if anybody got it in the chat.
Let me see. Did anybody get that in chat? Let's see.
Thomas did.
Yeah. Gosh dang, man.
Thomas.
Yeah. Gushido got it. Gushy. Squiggy. Gushy. It says if you lose the third time, surrender your body and soul to his acts every desire, Aaron. Yeah. All right.
Okay, this one he's gonna get. Okay.
Hold on. Yeah, I find these obviously things are only going to be as challenging. It's all subjective, but for me, I get it. Those are probably very mainstream movies that are all over Netflix and people have fucking watched. I'm sure like Role Models has appeared in the Netflix top 10 a million times. So it's probably getting watched by a lot of people. But for me, they're very fucking hard because I've seen them once. And honestly, they were probably funny, but Paul Blart and Role Models, they're very disposable comedies in the sense that there's so many movies like those. Like the fucking the I Love You Mans and the Role, they're all the fucking same. But anyway, I digress. Let's go.
All right, close your eyes.
For God's sakes, quit closing your damn eyes.
All right, name that Kino.
It doesn't spoil it anymore, by the way. I don't think. Okay. It wasn't good. Oh gosh. All right. The chick in the foreground, it doesn't necessarily date it, but the chick in the background, it makes it look dated to me, but I'm not sure. That looks like Robert Patrick. Is that Robert Patrick's back of his head?
That's a good guess though.
Kind of looks like him. Well, gosh, I mean, who's like Robert Patrick caliber of an actor? Like Michael Biehn?
No.
Yeah, who's this reject Betty White, dude? Bootleg Betty. Is this like Waterboy, dude?
No.
I'm not gonna get it on this first one. I'm not gonna waste your time.
All right, let's go to the second one.
Jeez. Oh, is this Girl Next Door?
No.
But that's Alicia Cuthbert, though, right?
I don't think it is. No.
She's even got a dimple on her chin. I guess it's kind of hard to tell where they're laying down, but I thought it was gonna be. Oh,
it's not her, but it looks like her.
I mean, it's bricking me up just the same, Todd. No, gosh, dude. So this is obviously not an older movie. This is a modern movie. Last 20 years. It looks like it's
No, it's an older movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Todd. I have no fucking clue. Is this a comedy?
No.
It's a horror movie.
No.
Todd. Is this a Friday the 13th movie? It's not horror.
No, it's not horror.
Shit. Sex comedy.
No.
Is it a drama?
Action drama.
Action drama. Is this a Jeff Speakman vehicle? The perfect weapon, dude. Fucking Jeff Speakman.
No.
Dude, it's not a Stallone movie. I would know it. It's not a Stallone movie, is it?
No. Are you looking at the comments? Why did you say that?
No, I'm not, because I'm just trying to fucking think of anything. I got the comments closed. Dude, I have no fucking clue. Absolutely no clue. Go ahead. I give up.
You don't recognize the actress.
Yeah, I recognized her as the wrong actress, Alicia Cuthbert. Give me a second. It kind of looks like Bridget Nielsen too. Is this isn't no, this isn't Last Action Hero, because he never bedded her down. He never bedded her down. Is it Bridget Bridget Wilson
No.
or whatever it was? Yeah. Oh, is it Jennifer Jason Leigh?
Possibly.
Jennifer's. Oh god. Single white female?
No.
God, what Jennifer Jason Leigh movie? Because it's not Fast Times. She's too old for that. And plus she got railed in the fucking dugout, dude. Oh,
I know, that's why I thought you would get this.
Dang. What fucking movie, Jennifer Jason Leigh? Is this a Ray Liotta vehicle?
No.
Dude, I fucking give up.
This is one of the most iconic scenes.
Okay. Fine, I give up.
Okay, what is she laying on?
Okay, give me a second then with the hints. Go back. What is she laying on? Let me see.
Oh,
that's a hint. I mean, it looks like a mummy. What the fuck is she laying on? I don't know. It looks like a blanket to me. A towel? I don't know.
A fire hose.
Backdraft?
Yeah.
God dang it, Todd. I've seen Backdraft one time on the USA Network when I was like fucking 5th grade. God dang it.
How have you not seen Backdraft more than once?
Because I don't like any of the fucking Baldwins, Todd. I like Kurt Russell, but doesn't Kurt Russell fucking die?
He dies at the end.
At the end, not the beginning?
No, he dies at the end. That's his brother.
Dude.
Baldwin. And you didn't recognize Jennifer Jason Leigh.
I didn't know she was in it.
I railed on the fire hoses.
I've seen it once on the USA. This is one of those movies I used to watch like on the USA Network back in the day, back in like the 90s, man. Why couldn't you show me fire, dude?
Because that would give it away, dude.
Or if you would have shown me Kurt Russell or the fucking Billy Baldwin, that would, I get it.
You saw the back of his head in the first shot.
Yeah, okay.
And you saw Jennifer Jason Leigh in the first shot.
I didn't remember her being in the movie.
Oh.
Like I'm telling you, I saw this.
She's right there, and that's him right there.
I saw the, like, I don't even know if I knew Jennifer Jason Leigh by name when I saw this in the 5th grade. I don't know, dude. God dang. I remember for a split second I wanted to be a fireman though.
Lay your hose down.
Golly,
who got this?
Who got this? Yeah, people got it.
Grandma.
Seriously, Grandma's Boy.
Yeah, Blaine, Jennifer Jason Leigh, of course. Yeah. Silhouette got it. Backdraft. Thomas got it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Suck up those tears, Beta. I don't know, man. Like, these are, maybe to Todd these are easy, but he literally picked 3 movies I've seen once. First of all, the Backdraft I have not seen since I was a kid.
These are mainstream big movies.
Yeah, it's probably the big turnoff. You know what? I never saw that Billy Baldwin Cindy Crawford movie either. Why? Because Billy Baldwin is not a leading man. Sucks, dude.
Was that Fair Game, or what was that called?
Something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know, but that he had a second where they were trying to make him a thing. But yeah, Bro, you remember that one rookie cop that got burned? He looked like an eyeless potato head with lipstick teeth and one limb.
Let me go, Bull. You go, we go. Oh, we used to do all the quotes, dude, from Backdraft.
Backdraft is such a fucking Todd movie. It's like the Top Gun of firefighting. It's just
yeah, it made you want to be a firefighter, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. And I don't and if I remember correctly, I didn't really care for Backdraft that much.
Check that door for heat now.
You know what? The very, very first scene in Sudden Death did Backdraft way better than Backdraft. Because the first scene in Sudden Death, it gives you all the backstory you need for Jean-Claude Van Damme. He was a firefighter, and he's going through the house, and he finds the little girl, and like the girl dies. Help! And then all of a sudden it fast forward, and he's like now retired, but he's doing like fire security because he fucking lost somebody on the job. But anyway, well, there's a Backdraft sequel for some reason. There is. I
haven't seen the sequel. Maybe we should watch it.
God dang, man.
That's all right though, man. I mean, you got me next week.
That's one of those ones. If had I watched Backdraft at any point in the last 5 years, I would have got that from Jennifer Jason Leigh alone, from her alone. But I didn't remember she's in the damn movie because I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
Don't beat yourself up, man.
I'm not. I'm beating your ass up about it. I'm gonna fucking twist your nipples so hard next week.
Those weren't hard ones though. That's the whole thing.
God dang, but you just happen to pick movies I've seen once, dude.
I didn't know.
Movies like fucking Paul Blart, where I regret. I wish I could take back the one time I saw it.
I thought you would know by the villain, man.
It was ringing a bell. It was really ringing a bell. But like I said, I watched it once. I probably watched it like in 2014, like around when it came out, when it first hit Netflix after it came out. So that's kind of recent enough to where it's gonna like ring a bell. I love you, man, dude. Like I said, all those fucking Paul Rudd movies are a blur, dude.
They're good. I love them all, man.
They're all a blur, man. That and like Forgetting Sarah Marshall, all those like Siegel movies and Paul Rudd and I don't know, Stifler, dude. Whatever, man. Whatever.
There's always next week.
Yeah, when I'm gonna fucking stick you hard is when I'm gonna be there this week. All right, it is what it is. Fucking bullshit. That's what it always
is. It's been a fun episode though.
Yeah, this ain't over. All right. Anyway, guys, yeah, thanks for joining us. Episode 63. Remember, you can join us live next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Otherwise, you're watching this a week later. So, all right, guys, thank you guys so much. Blaine, Silhouette, Thomas, Rowan, yeah, everybody. Who else? Who else was in here recently? I don't know. A lot of communication in this one. I like it. You guys were being active and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's been a great chat too.
You guys are doing way fucking better than me.
You know what we should do? We should do like just name that Kino for one episode, dude, and just go crazy with name that Kino.
You think?
We should do like for Christmas or something. We should each come up with like 5.
Well, we definitely have to do Christmas commercials at some point.
Yeah.
We did Halloween. We got to do Christmas commercials. And I mean, if people really want to see like a name that Kino Blitz,
I'd love to get somebody on, maybe one of the listeners to quiz them. That'd be cool too.
Yeah, that'd be great. I mean, we'll take submissions, man. Yeah, I feel like if we did a bigger, longer name that Kino, there's a way we could make it more competitive. Like really, we should make it really competitive. Yeah, Silhouette, King of Kino.
Yeah,
King of the Kino. And maybe we should do that. Yeah,
we could have brackets, kind of like what we're doing.
Have a King of the Kino long episode, and that person holds the fucking trophy until the next King of the Kino, which maybe might only be once a year. I don't know. Maybe but yeah. So like
a yearly King of the Kino,
the Kino Cup. Who holds it for the year? I kind of like this. I kind of like his idea. But do we, like I said, do we do it just me and Todd? Do we get if we get like a Zach or a Mac or other people on board, or even like a guest? We got to really organize it the right way because it could just be a mess. We have to sit there and figure out, like, if we had more than 2 people, then yeah, we'd have to have a system in place.
Well, we can do like me and you. We can do Zach and Mac, and then we could have one listener.
Like a tournament style.
Yeah,
we'll have to figure it out. It could be a little a prize. I don't know.
You can get that Tony Todd Night of Living Dead DVD, the signed DVD.
Yeah, I don't know. Zach gets pegged by the winner. I don't know. Hey, that's all the more incentive for somebody to jump on. A guest, one of you guys, and you guys been dreaming about pegging Zach's ass. This might be your chance. But we have to figure out the logistics. This sounds like it'd be a great idea. We just got to figure out how it's going to work so it's not a fucking train wreck. But it could be really, really, really cool. So take that to the bank. We'll figure it out. And we do have to do the Under Siege 2 versus what again?
Sudden death.
Sudden death. Oh, I'll see if we can. We should be able to fit that in December too. We got to do a Christmas episode. I like the Kino episode. We got to fit sudden death in there, and I think we might have one more. All right, guys. We'll catch you next week. Bye bye.